for my Labradorite group, or if this pops up, it might be a message for you. I have 2 cards. The zebra, the upward pointing triangle, is the alchemical symbol for fire, dealing with our passion, our will, and our drive. I also have pulled the 6th house. This is the energy that deals with being of service to others. It's also associated with the sign of Virgo. Now, the zebra is an eccentric creature. The zebra medicine is visionary. The magic of the zebra is potent, okay? And what this is saying is that it's now time for you to embrace your uniqueness. All those things that you might deem as oddities or eccentricities, or things that might not necessarily be welcomed in society, it's time to share that with others now. That's how you be of service. Greetings everybody, thank you for joining me. If you've joined me over from TikTok, thank you very much for coming over. This is the extended to my Labradorite groups reading. You guys got the zebra, and what this card was saying with the with the 6th house, dealing with the energy of Virgo. The things that you think are not acceptable about yourself are the actual things that we need. We need your oddness, and we need your eccentricity. We need your perception, and we need your view. That's something about how you perceive, perception, with your eye, not your physical eyes, your spiritual eye. Something about how you perceive with your spiritual eye is unique, and it's potent, and you need to share it with the world because we need it. The Labradorite stone is the stone of the Magi. This is the stone of the magician. This is the stone of those who have a higher magical purpose. And when I say higher, I don't mean in superior, I mean in terms of energetically. They have a big calling in terms of spirituality and magic and energy and manifestation. Okay, so I'm going to pull some extra cards to see what message we can get from this. This oracle card is saying to analyze. It's saying to analyze yourself. Analyze the things that make you different, because something about what makes you different is what you need to hone in on, so that you can be of service in sharing this with others. Okay, so we get some clarifiers. And see, I'm going to be using my Dove deck. Okay, we have the Prince of Swords. This is my spy card. It's one of my spy cards anyway in this deck. And it's also related to the internet and social media. So this is saying it's time for you to tame whatever beast it is that is preventing you from showing up on social media, from putting yourself out there. Maybe you need to start a channel. Maybe you need to start writing. Maybe you need to start a blog, or maybe you need to start a vlog and start speaking about your experiences and start speaking about how you're perceiving things, because how you perceive things, like I keep saying, is of some kind of divine service to humanity. We all have a piece of the puzzle. No one has the whole puzzle. So if someone sits down and they're trying to convince you that they know everything about spirituality and everything about, like, run, because that person is gaslighting you. They don't know everything. All of us have an individual piece, and when some of us are silent, it's usually the ones that are silenced that have the most profound message and the most profound magic. So this is asking you to step out of your imposter syndrome. Okay, it's time to step out of that imposter syndrome. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you or your perception at all. Okay, you got some I wouldn't say beasts to tame, but for want of a better word, you have some beasts to tame, like some behavioral patterns or some kind of self-limiting beliefs that are blocking you from being able to express yourself I wouldn't, not necessarily authentically, because it's not that you're not authentic, it's just that you're holding back. Like, you're holding back a bit. You want to just bust out like fire, but you're holding it back. And I think that's because that's what you've been taught to do. And Virgo's kind of a reserved energy, isn't it? It's very critical. It's very analytical. If I was to liken, now don't hate me for this. Now, if I was to liken that self-limiting belief in your head to any sign in the zodiac, it would be a Virgo. It would be a Virgo telling you that, I don't think you've done that quite good enough. I don't think you know that much about that to be talking about that. But I've been going through it for 10 years. But the Virgo voice in your head is going to tell you, but they went through it for 20. You know, so it's about battling those beliefs, silencing the inner critic. I feel like that's kind of what you've been taught to do. So now you're having to go through a process of undoing knots that have been tied up in your psyche that are blocking you from being able to perceive the fantasticness that is yourself, okay? Then we have the Princess of Swords. Do you see what I'm talking about when I just saying about taming those beasts? Look at her. She's tamed her primal energy here. We can see it in the tiger following behind her or being dragged behind her. She is taking her primal energy with her. She is leading her primal energy. The primal, the instinctive, the id is not taking over. She's in ultimate control. And you see here, she bears the emblem of Aries, and Aries is the sign that affirms I am. You have to affirm who you are and what you stand for, because when you don't, now I learned this the hard way by completely obliterating every label out of my life, and then people just started to put labels onto me. You need to affirm who you are. You are the magician. You are the magi in this, carrying the wand, about to ascend from princess energy to queendom. Okay, so I'm going to pull one more card and wrap it up there. I hope this message helps you in some way. Ooh. I'm going to pull one more card and see what else we get. Ah, lovely. I love this card. We have the 9 of Cups. This is the happiness card. Overflowing emotional fulfillment. Stepping into your power is what is going to make you feel emotionally fulfilled and balanced and full and wholesome and authentic and peaceful. Just do it. It's not easy. Like, it really isn't. I know that it's not. Even me sitting here doing readings and stuff, like, it's taken me about 4 or 5 years to get on here and do readings and stuff, because I just didn't want to. I don't like to be seen. I don't like to be seen as odd. So I can relate. When I do these readings, a lot of the time is a wholesome message for myself as well. So if you look carefully, I'm literally calling myself out. But alright, I'm not going to pull no more cards. I'm going to wrap this up. So this is saying that something swiftly has to change. Swiftly have to take hold of whatever it is that is blocking you from being able to express yourself in the fullness and in a way where you are in total control. So this is about taming those beasts, okay? You need to be the rider and not be ridden, right? You need to be the rider. Don't be ridden. Take control. Put yourself out there a bit. Communicate, express yourself through words, images, songs, videos, blogging. Express, because something about what you have is unique, and it's gonna be of service to other people in some way, even if it's just in a way to say, oh, I'm not on my own, I'm not strange on my own. You know, and that connection is what is going to bring you overflowing happiness. But not just overflowing happiness, you're going to be making connections with other people as you put yourself out there and finding your tribe, right? You're going to find your tribe. So I hope that message has helped you in some way. If you like, then please share, Please subscribe, press the thumb button and stuff. I'm gonna get more used to using these things and try and be a bit more consistent. I'm a Gemini, so I'm gonna do my best. Thank you. Peace.